We're Zoom recording. Let's see if it works.
Record on this
Right there.
computer. Okay, there we go.
It's working now. Okay, so just
Okay.
to reiterate, you would go to appearance, menus, anytime you want to add a menu item, right? And
Mhm.
then under main menu, you would be able to add, if you created a page, you would be able to add it here. And if it's, these are like the most recent pages, but you can go to view all pages or you can search for a page. If you wanted to add a specific blog post and have it have its own item, you can do that too. You can add events, you can add, I guess, templates, which is interesting. But what we did for the shop page was we just added a custom link. So we copied and pasted the actual location of the site, added
Mhm.
shop, and then added to the menu. And that's what's here. So if you want to ever edit the navigation label, you can just go right into this and edit it, and then you just save your changes, and that's it.
So
Okay.
is that now published?
Yes, that's published. So now if we go to the page, we would go here. You'll see it right here. Okay. So you would just click shop, and it's going to take you away from the page. So I'm going to have to go back.
Okay.
But it's up. So it's now officially live.
Oh, wait a minute. Does it have everything in there? The cost? No. I need to update that. I don't know why it added all of those things.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to have all of
So
the.
that's the link we selected when we went to here.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah. I'm gonna take out some of these that are not um supposed to be in here. To
yeah,
remove
and for instance,
campaigns.
if you wanted to create a collection and you wanted a separate page, you can also add that to the menu. Like you can change the link and the location.
Well, I have two collections. That's the thing. I have the one that you can buy everything at cost. So that's like if I wanted to buy a shirt for myself without the upsell or the upcharge.
That should be
Um,
this one, right?
yes. But if you see, there's 12 in the Alliance collection. Those 12 shouldn't be there. It should just be 6.
Okay.
Um,
You have to go
so
and change that to however you want it then.
yeah.
But
Okay.
I mean, I don't think you're going to be getting tons of traffic right now to the site. So I'm not like, I don't think anybody's going to go in with the intention of buying a shirt at this very instance unless you've told them
Yeah.
about it.
I've told
Uh,
a couple of people, but I don't want them to buy them at cost because then that's pointless. I'm not getting anything from it.
yeah. So let me go back to where we were. Okay, hold on a minute. Nope. Let's see. I want to go back to our site. Okay. So now if you wanted to add a section here, what they've done on their website is literally just added a hero section. Like a basically what, let me see if this has images. So this takes a little bit of time, and that's why I was saying I would like I can easily add these things to the site if you help me, in the sense that, like, for instance, what they did is that they took a screenshot of this, and then they created a banner, probably in Canva. So let me go back here. I want you to see what I'm talking about.
So I'm able to save, like download images of the assets. So like that shirt right there, I have that exact shirt downloaded just as an image. So that's what I uploaded on Facebook. So
Okay.
I have just the images of the items.
Okay, so there's a couple ways we can do it then. I'm trying to go here. Where is that page that you sent me? Here it is. Okay. So on their homepage, and granted, I want you to like give yourself some grace, because these people have a lot of content and you don't have to expect the site to look like this right away. You know, like they
Well,
have a lot of podcasts, and just because
so
like,
this is what's funny. This is only Patrick. He's just stood this up in the last 3 months.
yes, but they have a lot of content. They're on episode.
Yeah.
How many episodes are they on? 20.
26. Yeah,
Yeah.
every day he's doing something,
Okay.
and I can't do that.
This is not hard to do.
Okay.
But what they've done here is, this is just, they added a row, right? They added a whole row. They added an image, which this looks like, to me, it's a background image that they did because of the way that it looks. So if you just want to add an image, we can add a box with an image here, and then a box with the produce industry podcast collection, or whatever you want to call it, the Storytellers Alliance product collection. Welcome to this collection, and then have a link, have a button. Super straightforward.
Okay.
But if you want to create an image like they did, it would be a little bit
I'll
more going
I'd
into.
probably want to do like a little bit of a collage of maybe like a shirt and a tote or something to kind of and create one image of it, but I can create that and then put it in there.
Yeah. So then what you would do is, what I downloaded in here is uh, the theme that you have is Generate Press, because that's what I have on my site.
Mm-hmm.
I'm contemplating switching it to Astra because I own Astra outright and it will get all the updates for life. I have basically an agency bundle for a lot of these things that I'm using. And so that agency bundle gives me access to the theme and some of these other products without having to update them,
Mm-hmm.
and like without having to continue to pay for them. And I have unlimited amounts of them. So like, for instance, I think with Generate Press, you have to update it. And that's the one thing that's a downside to it. So I haven't really played around with Astra enough to want to switch it, but I'm contemplating I'll switch it. And all that will affect is basically like the header, the look of the header and all of that, what will have to be adjusted, which is not a huge deal. Everything else is based off Beaver Builder. So once you're on the page itself, if you want to edit it, you would just click on Beaver Builder up here. And then
Okay.
I'll show you really quickly how to add that section, and we can even add it temporarily right now. Do you want to email me really fast the picture of the shirt or whatever, a picture of a product? We can set it up, and then all we would have to do in after is go in and change the background.
Yeah, hang on. It's just for one, it just has space for one image, right? It's not like you could put like a
No,
grid or something.
I can put in other images. It's just they're not going to look the way that you think, probably, because you're doing it by row. So I can add rows, I can add columns, but like think of like a regular Excel spreadsheet and how it's gonna function in that way, where you're gonna have rows and columns.
All right, I'm gonna send 3 things. You could pick one, or if it gives you, I probably should have sent 4, because if it's a row and column thing. All right, I'm sending 4. If it's only one, just pick one. I don't care.
Okay. I'll walk you through it right now so you can see how I do it, and then just to kind of give you an idea,
Okay.
because it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so you emailed it.
Yeah, it should be coming through in a
So
second.
before it comes through, I'll show you. So I'm here in the edit. So all I would do is go to plus, and then we want to add a row. And it depends on how you want to do it. I think the email just came through. So the 2-column row would give us the option to do one big image with the text just like they have it. Then I can always add a column underneath it to add another image. But the problem with that is that they're not going to be even sized. So the only other way I can do it is a 3-column row if you want 2 images side by side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what about that like left sidebar option?
Well, that's not that hard. No, I wouldn't worry about that, because these are customizable in the sense that you can make them bigger and smaller. This is more for a blog. So like I use this when we're doing like a blog post, and it has a sidebar option here. It's really not.
Okay.
This is almost the same as this. This just makes it a sidebar size, which is not a big deal. These are customizable in size. So if you want, you want it to look like this?
I'm just thinking, because the
Or we
visual
can do this.
example, the visual example that we have, it's like picture and then words are a little bit longer.
Well, it's actually half and half on it.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, okay, so it's a little bit longer,
Okay.
but it's almost right in the middle, but that's easy. That's literally the reason that you're looking at it that way is because they made this is a background, and then they just have a box that they made smaller to
Okay.
accommodate, but we can do that.
Okay.
So the other option is to do something like this with 3 columns where we adjust the size of the images or do an image on either side.
Just pick the 2 column. That seems the simplest.
Okay, so then you're going to drop it. You don't want to drop it here. You want to drop it there because then it makes it a new section. Okay, and then the first thing you're going to do, which is what I did, is you're going to go to this little a wrench, and you're going to make it full width because that gives it the full width size. And then you can choose if you want your content fixed like it is or full width as well. Okay. I pretty much try to do full width for everything. It just depends on what it is. Like with the blog post, I didn't do it that way.
Okay.
So now let me grab those images that you sent me. Okay, and they have a white background, so we're going to stick to the white background. Save as.
So I wonder if I should flip flop. Well, it doesn't have to be like yellow, white, blue, yellow, white, blue. I'm just
Well,
wondering if we could divide it somehow between white and white.
yeah,
Maybe put like a border or something, like a page, what's it called, like a divider
yeah, I
or
can put a
something.
divider. That's easy. And just to kind of change it up, I'm gonna do the tote and the shirt just for now.
Okay.
Save. Okay. Alrighty, so now that we have the columns, you're gonna click on here and we're gonna add modules. So what we want here is we want a button, but before that, on top of that, we're gonna want, we'll add to that after. We'll add text and then maybe a header. General, just say I'm just writing this so we can see it. Thank you. And then we can edit what it says. And then let's do heading. Okay. What is it that they say? They say the Produce Industry Podcast Collection.
So the Storytellers Alliance, the Storytellers Alliance collection.
Product collection or collection?
Okay. Just collection.
Okay. And then these headers are adjustable in customization, but if you don't want what's programmed here, they're all super easy to customize. You would literally just go into style, font, and you would change the font and the color and all of those different things here. And, the color of the font if you wanted. And what's cool about this is you can do color presets. So I have the color preset here.
Yeah,
so
do like the blue one so it shows.
Blue. And then we can do, you want it semi-bold or thinner? Medium?
I don't know.
Medium, normal. I kind of like things when they're not all the time like super thick,
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
And we can make it a little bit smaller. It's kind of big. Do like 35 maybe. Okay. And then they have here, welcome to, I don't know that you need this, but we can put it in here.
So I have on the actual collection, I have show your love for the Storytellers Alliance while also helping us continue to make an impact in the community, support the arts, thank a veteran, and heal your heart through storytelling. Everyone has a story. What's yours? Is that too much?
Nope, this is perfect. I'm going to take it right from here.
Perfect.
Where did I go? I lost it. Are you still seeing my screen or did I cancel screen share?
I think you canceled it.
Okay, I think I did. I think I hit the wrong thing and it canceled it out. Okay. All right, here we go. So I'm going to put that right here. Save. And then the button will add, the button can be customized in a ton of different ways. So we're going to add the link to the page, to the collection. I'm copying that. Link it. Becca, please, for crying out loud. And I always do new window. If you're ever directing somebody away from the site, that's the way to go, okay? So let's do that. And we're gonna say, check it. What do you want to say? Something funky like check it out, buy now. I try to do things that like purchase today, like something interesting. Take me there. Um,
Yeah, I mean, take me there is fine.
okay, take me. So I'm writing it
And
in caps, but you don't have to write it in caps. You can adjust that in the font too.
no, it could stay like that.
No, what I mean is you can check. You can do you can over here under style and for text you can do style and spacing and you can make it all caps even if it's not typed all caps. You see, like I typed it caps, so it's not going to let me go down. That's what I was referring to. So for button color, what color do you want the button?
And this is too many options.
I know it's
What do we have buttons anywhere else on the page?
not yet, except for wait, that this one, but I didn't edit this button. I don't, because it's kind of a different.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. Let's
Um,
leave it like it is and put the images and then see what the button, how the button looks next to the images, like if it should be blue or yellow or like a faded color, you know?
all right. Well, the only reason I was asking now is because ideally all of your buttons throughout your site should be the same color.
Okay.
You should have like one call to action color so that people get used to seeing that color and know that it's a call to action.
So what do you think?
I
You
don't know.
think like blue with white words?
There's one exception.
Okay.
If you end up having like a blue background, it's not going to work, right? So you might have two different button variations. Let me show you my site a second.
Okay.
Let me see what I have there. I think I try to keep it the same color for the most part. And then see, like this is pink. Let me see if it is. Yeah, see how they're like all the same color? Then I have blue, but these are, I think these are intended to be different because of the downloadables. But I stick to pretty primarily the two colors. So what we can do is we can alternate. See that the pause, when I go to the page, the pause share button comes right down over where Storytellers thing, the link is. Okay, so we can alternate between blue and yellow, and have like some blue buttons, some yellow buttons. But here, let's just add the photos for now. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to, do you want a gallery or a
I don't know that
slideshow?
uh I don't know what either of those is gonna look like.
I don't either. Let's try this. I just noticed it and I said, you know what? Hey, let's see. I'm having issues with this mouse. Okay, here we go. Background color. Does this one have general? Slide label, photo, select photo. And then we can add more images too if we wanted. But otherwise, if you wanted to do the other option, you can always do that, and you would just post it as a background. So you just have to be careful that you're making it far enough to one side. Okay, we don't have to put a label on it. We're just gonna do none, save. And that's all stuff that can be edited. I don't know, so it's showing full size, medium.
Or maybe a thumbnail? How big would the thumb be?
No, I don't think it's thumbnail, because thumbnail, let's try this. Let's see if, okay, see that it's the quality goes down. We don't want to do that. So we're going to do full size. There has to be a reason why autoplay, shuffle. Pause. I don't know if it's, okay, so photo.
What does edit do?
Where do you see edit? Oh,
Under,
that just edits
yeah.
the photo.
Oh,
But you see how it's coming out really big?
yeah.
Um,
And it's, I mean, it's not like a big, big image.
yeah, and I don't know if it's, I feel like it's a setting. Type, choose, no, general, that's mobile.
See what it does if you do the thumbnail
It's gonna
option.
be tiny, that's the issue. It's gonna look tiny and it's gonna be hard to read. You see? Like, it's the quality that goes down.
But it's not even changing. Like it's still cut off.
No. So what I'm thinking, if not, if I don't do slide, maybe I'll do a gallery or a different one. But so slider, autoplay, shuffle. It's got to be a setting in here. Um, and it might be this.
Max content width, height. Yep, that's what it is. So I'll tell you, well, you have them now. Let's see what
Let's
the,
see if that helps. Okay. So
height.
that's what we want. We want it.
So the women's right now, it's 1060 by 1260.
Oh, so this is the issue we're having, Jennifer. The
It's too
picture,
big,
the picture's big, so I have to then make it.
smaller.
Um, let me see. Hold on. If I go like this, you see how we can adjust the size.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I don't want it that big.
yeah, we don't want it that big either. Um, and
So
if
it doesn't accommodate, like it doesn't
not in this
the
case,
thing.
not in this case. Okay, let's try a different one. So we did, that was a content slider. Let's do a slideshow. Edit gallery. Update gallery. Okay, I think that's gonna be better. Let me delete this and then we can go back and edit the bottom one. Sometimes it's just a matter of which module you're using. It's
Hmm.
more a little easier. So this is the slideshow. And now we can do the height a little bit smaller. We don't want it that big. We can remove those arrows. You don't have to have those arrows. We can slow it down, speed it up. So are you okay with this option? Because then I can add the other photos if you want me to.
Are you still there? Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, it just looked like you froze and like nothing was moving on the screen. So,
Oh, it said my internet connection's unstable.
oh,
Whoop-de-doo.
okay.
I'm having so many damn issues with my internet. It's driving me nuts. So what I was asking is if you're happy with how this whole thing looks and we can edit it more so. But if you're happy with the slideshow, I can add in those other images in there just as enough, like
Yeah,
here.
let me, what did
I
I
can
send you?
Here I can add a
Hold on, let me go
divider.
back. Because what I think I would like is maybe to make the box frame smaller so there's not so much white space on the two sides. You get what I'm saying? In the image compartment.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I don't, so that, I can try to edit that. Let me do, you want a yellow line here or a blue line? Can you see what I'm doing here? I added a line.
Oh,
Blue or
I
yellow?
don't know. Maybe blue, maybe because the next section is going to be
And then
yellow.
you want it thicker or do you want it, so I can make it thick, I can make it thin.
Oh, well, for that, do it yellow then, if you can make it thicker. I just couldn't see it very well in the Is that the right color?
Yeah, I took the colors off well, I took the colors off the other side. That's
Okay.
2 pixels.
Maybe go a little bit bigger.
3.
Yeah, well, what do you think? Why does it look so like mustardy?
I don't know. The color it's the same color as this.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, because I saved it in the preset when I
Yeah.
used it. So what I would do is, because I almost feel like I
I
don't
don't
like,
know if I like it.
okay, so let me go up one. It's just too, I feel like it was
It looks like it's just like
bottom.
I don't know if I like it. I'm wondering if instead it's if there's a way to oh no, because if we change the background of the images is white,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. So this, I mean, you can
So
make it so it's not like, you can make it thinner. Like, it doesn't have to be this big line. It could be less wide.
no, just delete it because it's not. It doesn't feel right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So delete that. Let's see.
All right, and then let me take those other images, because this, if you go like this,
Can
it's
it be centered?
not gonna, when does it do that? I haven't tried editing this,
Okay.
but there's like how long it takes to transition the fade. All of this can be
Mhm.
edited. Navigation arrows, we can say no if you don't want the arrows there. I don't know if you like the arrows or not.
Um, if it's gonna automatically change the picture, then I don't think the arrows are necessary. Um,
So if you think that this is too wide, the other thing we can do here is go back to this, like I showed you at the beginning, and
mhm.
do fixed width, and then it won't be as wide.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Yeah, because then the thing is,
Because then it stands out different like that too, because it's not like box, box, box. It's box and then box and then box. So
mm-hmm,
without having like a dividing line, it still has its own way of, you know.
yeah. And then you can do the button. What I would actually do with the button is, now I would probably make it um, blue background color, and then the font color.
That's why it looks different. That yellow, I think, is 00, not 02. Hold on.
Okay, well, let me make sure I'm getting the text here. Hold on. FF. You can make the button bigger. We can do different things with the button, but
Yeah, FFDA00.
okay. Let me just save this really quickly, and then I'll change
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me change. Why did this do this just now? That's weird. What was that? No setting. What did I do with this? Why is it doing that?
Doing what? What do you mean?
When I click on it, you see like whatever this is, oh, because it's a global. Is it because it's global? It's a global thing. Um, so row. So yeah, it's a global theme. So I added it as a template so that I can easily add it to pages.
Mm-hmm.
So background. Okay, so it's 00.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you hit this little plus sign here and it adds it to the preset.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can delete 02.
Even though it still looks identical, but yeah, it's
Okay.
slightly different.
All right. So now done, publish. I've never done a global template before, so I guess that's what happens. It takes you somewhere else to edit it because it's on all the pages. So when I go like this, like if you create a new page, you go to saved, and I have it here as let's start something new, and you can literally just drop it into all the pages and it'll remain the same. So if you edit it on this page, it'll be edited on all the pages.
Yeah, that's convenient.
Yeah, so it's much nicer to do it that way. And then here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add photos. I have the worst heartburn. Here we go. We did those. Let's do these. And if you want to take any images, it's not that hard to do. It's just like I was trying to create the website, recreate it as fast as I could with the images that were already here. And in one case, I had to go and find an image, but it's not the easiest to with some of the images that we have. So like I tried some of these other images and maybe they didn't work. So
Yeah, some of them I just added just to have well, no, maybe some of them were already there. I downloaded a whole bunch from Upsplash. I don't know if I saved them though,
okay.
like to the page.
Well, when
All
you
right.
download anything from Upsplash, make sure that you tinify it or you take it to like little JPEG, because if the images are too big, they're going to slow down the site a lot.
Mhm.
Which they didn't do here. I didn't reduce them, but you really should try to have them reduced in size as much as possible for the speed of the site. Um,
So
so
what size? So right now they are JPEGs, even though the dimensions are big. I thought JPEG was the smallest.
well,
Like,
no, like sometimes there's still a lot like megabytes or they're like too many gigabytes. Like
mhm,
I've downloaded images off of us Upsplash that were like 4 and 5 gigabytes. That's huge. So then you just take it to little tiny JPEG, and it has to be at least 5 or under, I think, for them to be able to work with it. And then
mhm,
they compress it, and it's the same size, but it's not so many gigabytes. It's like it ends up becoming like they reduce the size by like 50%, so it's not so massive a file and slowing down the website, because the more images you have, the bigger they are, the slower the site.
okay.
Okay, so that's usually the first step. Before I start adding like all these pictures, I take it to tiny JPEG and I just drop them all in. Or it's like tiny JPEG and tiny PNG. It's this little like panda, and I just drop them all in, and then it inevitably reduces them all at
And
least.
that's something that you download, like a
No,
tiny.
it's a website, so I'll show you. You just go here.
Oh, okay.
So tiny J.
Sorry to sound like such an old lady. Like I
No,
don't know about all this kind of stuff.
so right here, you would just take the photos and you would drop them in here, and then they would automatically. So like I didn't do them with what you just sent me, but
Okay.
I can show you. It's really easy. Okay. Oh wait, that's the
So,
banner logo, not.
but when you do that, I mean, obviously it's gonna pixelate though
Nope,
if
it
it's
doesn't. It doesn't.
no.
So if
Okay.
you select all your images, drop them all in, compressing. Look at how much they went down: 19%, 20%, 35%, 25%. It makes a big difference. And then you can download all, and it creates a tiny file, tinified. And then I just drop it back into my file, and then I have the ones that are already reduced in size. So that's usually how I
Mm,
do it. It doesn't affect the quality of the image at all. In fact,
okay.
if you're not working on print, like if you were doing something for print, you might want a bigger file, but for web, you really don't need a big file at all.
Yeah.
It can
Yeah.
be much
Okay.
smaller than you think. Um, so that just right there saves a ton of space on the site. So I can go back
Mhm.
in and I can change them out really quickly, and it would help speed it up, because then as you start adding pictures, it just starts to get slower and slower and slower. Um, so this is all stuff that we can update. Edit gallery. Let me see if we go add to gallery. I'm gonna actually delete these permanently. Delete, delete. And that's what happens sometimes with these is like out of speed, like wanting to rush and all that. It takes
Mm-hmm.
time to reduce sizes. So then you're like, oh, you're just throwing them in there. But really, it takes um, much more energy out of your site, and the loading time slows down significantly. So it's better to just take the extra time to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what annoys me is the yellow on the shirt.
Ugly yellow.
When it shows up on like on the viral page when I made it, it looked like a true yellow. I think it's called Daisy Yellow. But yeah, when I downloaded it, I'm like, ah, that looks horrible. So it's like a weird looking yellow. But we'll see. I'm gonna order one for Jameson because that's the kids' shirt. Nothing else came in yellow. Everything else was weird colors. But I at least did the kids with a yellow and a blue option. Everything else is just blue.
Okay. Well, just so you know, I mean, you can always go in here and you can change like for instance, it's fading. You can do a
Hmm.
slide in. I think the fade is the best thing for this. Um, I think you have to, unfortunately, yeah, you can do like
Oh
slide,
yeah, I don't like that. Mm-mm.
you can do slide in vertical, horizontal. Oh, I don't know what, I didn't mean to hit Ken Burns. I don't know what that is. Oh, um,
I don't like that either.
so anyway, I'm just gonna do fade, but
Yeah.
you're welcome to go in here and play with this stuff. As you can see, it's pretty intuitive. And then as you get comfortable with it becomes a lot easier to work with. It's really not a difficult software to learn. There's just
Can
little
we
tips and tricks.
can we close the gap a little bit between right yeah, right
Okay.
in there?
What I'm actually really bothered right now by the fact that there's no division here between these two things.
Okay, then put something there.
Like it really bothers me. I feel like there needs to be
Or
some.
do should we put the header there, you know,
Well,
instead of inside the
oops, hold on a minute. I won't. You want to take it like this. You want to make it big then?
we could do that.
Semi-bold. Let me see what size we have up here. This is defaulting header 1. So we can do header 1. Oh, it's not defaulting on this one. Default, default, default. Thought I had done something with it.
It doesn't need to be as big as the other one though. It could I mean, I guess it could because the other ones are that big.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I think advanced style font. It's on bold default. Okay, so
It's on default family. Is that what it should be?
I thought it was. I think so. Default
Okay,
bold
family is the default.
size. The only issue is the size. So let me go back here. I have a size selected. I think I need to remove that. If you just delete it, there you go.
Yeah.
Then it allows it to default. But then I feel like I feel like it needs a divider here. Like
Mhm.
these little separators.
What's above the
Let's see what we have. I feel like you can do like a little line and it look decent. And you can do it gray or you can do it with a color.
mhm.
But it kind of just gives it texture and more, I don't know,
So should the vision and mission
have one.
be have a color? instead of being on white?
Oh, we can make it yellow now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do
Do
that.
you think that'll be weird though, having like white, yellow, white, yellow, white? Like, is it too much?
No,
Okay.
no, I mean, I think it's fine. Let's see. We can also put an image behind it, but it's always so much harder
Mhm.
to background. Did it go back to 02?
What?
Look,
Yep. Yep.
I don't know that it doesn't like 00 might not be color.
That's the color in Photoshop. Is there a way to fade the yellow so it's not so like bold?
Yeah, we can do. Let's see what's on that. So so you would just go here,
Mm.
or
Okay.
if you don't want to do a color gradient, let's see. It's just going to change what the color is, though.
Uh-huh.
Because lighter is a different color. The other thing you can do is change the color background to a gradient. And then you would do linear gradient, and you can do like yellow to you can do something like
It's
that.
I don't know if it's because it saved it as the O2.
Yeah, I keep changing it, and for some reason, it's not really making a difference though. So you can do a gradient like that. I don't love this top part, but I didn't know what to
Hmm.
do. So I think that's something that if you want to pick a different photo, this is just a really low res photo.
What I don't care for with that image is I don't want it to seem like it's just um for women. And that I think would be a deterrent for men,
Okay. Well,
you
I mean,
know?
if you want to find a different photo, that's an easy fix.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I add margins, by the way, to all of these. Actually, just to the top.
And I don't think I like the gradient on that. It looks like I don't know.
I feel like it needs a buffer. Like it just didn't look. You need like that space right here.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it just looks like it's way too tight. Even there, I think I have a bigger. I think I have a bigger one here. Or you know what? I don't have. It's not that. It's a row setting that I have. I have minimum height, style, height, minimum height, and then it kind of. Or I can do full height. The full height's
Ooh, that's too much.
that's really big.
Yeah.
So I usually do minimum height, and then I do like 500. Actually, 500 might be too small in this case. It depends on what's in there. Let's see if that works. All right. So if you want, see, I think I had done like,
It seems like there's more white space on the bottom than at the top.
I know. I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know if there's like a border around the image.
This has a border. This has a margin. I think. See,
Mhm.
it's this one. Padding. Did that change that?
You
Oh no, I
it
did padding
changed
there.
something.
I want this to go up here. I don't know. Full height, because I did full height. So we can do minimum height. I don't know, it's not really doing it.
Mhm.
But it has something to do with this thing, and not the other one. Because you see how this white space is right here?
Right.
I don't know. So I'm just going to cancel for now. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I'll have to try to fix that at some point, but
Can you adjust the bottom height on the block just above it?
yeah, I can make it the padding on it less. Um, so advanced bottom. I'd have
It
to
is
do like a
very old.
negative
Maybe
20.
like negative. Yeah.
Oh, they're all locked. Hold on, I don't want to lock them. It's better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't like the gradient on this?
No, maybe it's because it's linear. Um, I don't know. It just looks weird to me.
Okay, let's see.
Ugh. No, just go with the yellow. Maybe we can.
You can change them here, right to bottom.
Oh.
What do you have in mind, like top to bottom? Center.
Mm, I don't. I don't really like any of the gradients. I think just making the yellow a little lighter and not so. Yeah. Yeah, that could work
Do
about
like a
there.
really light yellow. But yeah, it's kind of weird because it's kind of mustardy.
Yeah, like there.
Okay.
And then up top, yeah, I wanted to see how we can make the font stand out a little bit more, the top and the image, because the Our Stories Make Us Human, it's really, really tiny.
Yeah, this was
Um,
hard for me to try to edit because of I think I was running into some issues with it.
yeah.
Um, because of the way that it's set up. You see how it's like text, it's all one text. Um, I think honestly, the reason I didn't spend more time on it is because I don't think that image is going to stay. So
Okay.
I think the first step is to find an image and then play around with it. And I would pick something more like what I have that has
Hmm.
white space. It's just easier
Yeah.
to work with. Um,
Well, initially it was the Storytellers logo, but I don't know if that's
it,
just
yeah,
not.
it just didn't look right. And then you already have the
Yeah.
logo up here.
Uh-huh.
That's what I was working with. And I was like, this is horrible the way that it was coming out. Like it just didn't look good.
Hold on one
So
second. Yeah.
I would find a good header image.
Okay.
Um, something with a lot of white space, ideally.
All right.
Okay. So we can work on the website more at some point, but what was the other main, you were having issues with constant contact syncing?
Yes, that's the only other thing. So from Viral Styles, are you still in that?
Yeah, it's over here. Oh, Becca, please, for crying out loud. I can't. She's so annoying. I'm gonna
And
close
then
out of this.
my husband just gave me a time check because we have to be somewhere at 11, but it's right across the street. So, but it's 10:43, so we got like 5 more minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Um, okay, so not from the collection page, but from the admin page.
Okay.
Okay, so if you go to
What is the goal with this though that you're trying to accomplish with the constant contact? You want
so
what?
go up to the little T-shirt logo at the top
Okay.
because yours looks different than mine. So let me see where it sends us.
Oh, Becca, get down.
It's not sending us anywhere. Hang on a
Get
second.
down. Yeah, it's not taking me anywhere. Get
Okay, go into campaign.
down. Okay, I'm in campaigns right now.
No, no, but the actual. Oh, okay, go down then. Just pick one that's not cost. Just do the original. Like go down
Like the kids
and
one.
do. Sure, we'll start with that
That's
one.
the first one
The,
that's there. So okay.
yeah. So yeah, details, and then marketing up top,
Okay.
and then email. So then I click here and do the drop down. What the hell?
Yeah, what was that?
I wonder if it won't let you do it. Okay, log out and log in as me.
Oh my gosh, I just have my little screen. It's in the way. My face, like our faces. Okay, I keep
All
having to
right,
move it.
sign back in. It's the Jennifer at Storytellers.
With the same email or the same password?
What I do? SLU grads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna work because you see how it was doing that before.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if
You might want to. I don't. Oh,
I-
okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so then we're gonna go. Yeah, your page looks
Okay, so
different than mine.
go down. See, yeah, I have more stuff on the side.
Yeah.
So go down to one of the campaign, not the cost one, but one of the other ones.
Oh, so one of these items. Okay. Let's do the.
Yeah,
We're gonna go to the first one on the list.
sure. Okay.
Detail.
Details, marketing at the top,
What's at the top? Keep
very
going.
top.
Okay.
Yeah. Then email, then here, and then it gives a drop down option.
Email service provider, constant
Constant
contact,
contact,
get
access
access
token.
token.
See, all of this is going good, right? Now, see if it can do it with yours. Unless if, yeah, you could do it as mine
Let me
or
try to
whatever.
me. The thing is, this it's the login.
Do it as mine.
It just it booted me out. Okay, so Jennifer.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. There we go.
And then the SLU, that's what you have in there?
I don't know what I have in there. SLU
Okay.
grads. Tell me again because I do it differently. SLU
So caps, SLU, and then lowercase grads,
2000.
2018, exclamation.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Okay. I got this far. And let's see.
Please
There.
click the window to return to your invalid redirect.
So it feels like it's a constant contact issue. I sent a message to the group on Facebook and I haven't gotten anything back.
Okay.
So I
So
don't know what to do.
this is a support ticket. We're gonna have to ask support.
Okay.
I would say they have really good customer service. This is not something that as a partner I can probably fix.
Okay.
I mean, I can try to log in on the back end, but I think the token is, you see how it's a different website? It's like a
Yeah.
completely different website. So I would call Constant Contact Support when you get a chance and they can probably fix it.
Okay.
And it has, no, you don't have to tell them anything about the fact that I'm a partner or any, you know, you can just
Yeah.
say, hey, I'm trying to do this. Can you walk me through it? And then give them your login and they should probably be able to figure it out.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. That was so frustrating because it's like, man, that would be great if I could start, and then the other thing too was um which I don't know if you've played around with it, but how to automate my emails like in Gmail when I get like an email from someone inquiring or submitting their piece
Mhm.
for what's your story. I haven't been able to figure out how to add them to constant contact without going in manually to
You
do it.
you have to go in manually because
That is so annoying.
yeah, so the other thing that I was saying we could do on here is add a sign up.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but basically the way that email marketing is set up is it's supposed to protect the people from unwanted marketing, right? So they're not going to have, I mean, intuitively they're not going to have an ability, like if I filled out a contact me form, it's not going to automatically add them to constant contact because they're not giving you permission to send them marketing emails. They're reaching out to you as they would if they called you, but they're not
Right.
signing off on yes, it's okay to email me. um,
So remember, I think I sent you some screenshots or some links to some of the tools that Constant Contact had to build something onto the website, like a sign up, or it was like I think there was
oh,
one
okay.
for social media, all of that stuff. I don't know. Like
So
I tried tinkering with it, but yeah, it's
see, I would probably just add something in here. So you have
okay.
like a subscribe form, right? So you could
Mhm.
drop in a subscribe form. It's not going to let me do it on that because it's a global. I have to edit the global thing. But see, you would choose your service provider here, constant contact. This is the easiest way to do it. If you want like an easy subscribe form on here,
Mhm.
see,
Mhm.
you can fill it all out. And instead of a message, you can say, but see, it solves a different a different issue, right? One, they're really trying to reach out to you. You don't have your number on here, so how are they going to get in contact?
Right.
Or so you're giving them the option subscribe or send me a message. You can also do it where you can say email me directly at jennifer@thestorytellersalliance.com or subscribe here to get information. So you can still add the subscribe form. We would need to get the account name, the API key. You see like there's still an access token. So uh,
So I don't like this option compared to the options that Constant Contact, the templates that they have. They're much more visually appealing. It's
so
not just
yeah.
you can add like imagery and stuff like that, you know.
Okay, so
But
that's
that we
where I
can.
would use Convert Pro. I wouldn't use this. This is just an easy if you just want them on there really quickly.
Mhm.
Convert Pro has, so let me show you really fast before you have to go. Um, you would go to dashboard and then you would go to tools. Is it? Where is it? Where's Convert Pro? Oh, here. Convert Pro's right here.
Mhm.
Dashboard. And then you can create um, a new one. So if you want something that's just in line, like an in content opt-in form that can be embedded anywhere within the website, that
Mhm.
would be select this one, and then you can design it however you like. So you can pick a template,
Okay.
but then you can also design them. So like for instance, if you go back to my site, I created these with Convert Pro. Amy Porterfield uses Convert Pro. A lot of the people that follow Amy Porterfield do. So I did a module. So here, if I go here, give it to me, that popped up, that's Convert Pro. So I set that up to work that way. And then somebody would put in their information. Yes, I need this. This is also a Convert Pro. I would put first and last name. So you can design it however you want. Um,
Yeah.
Amy Porterfield, she has them as I kind of copied the way she did it. See, I kind of like stole from
Yeah.
her. And so see, she did that using Convert Pro.
Okay.
So it's all about how you want to design it, your ability
Well,
to go in and actually edit it and stuff
so
like
here's what I want to do because I do have to go, but obviously you and I both subscribe to the idea that nobody works for free.
that. Hmm.
And if this is something that you can easily help me with, um you tell me and I can start creating like a billing or so, or you can invoice me or something, because this is something that I my brain has a very difficult time adapting to this like tinker tech kind of stuff, and it's beyond frustrating, and I just want to throw my computer across the house. So if it's something that is not, too much of a pain, and you want to bill me for, I would much rather just have you do it for me. And I mean, if I know how, that's good, and I know how to like update it or whatever. But to actually do the creating part and getting it to look nice, because I don't have the same like visual appeal that you have on like your page and stuff, and like what you've created on the Storytellers page. So I don't know. It's just not my forte, you
Okay.
know.
Well, I was trying to so in this, it's all recorded and I'll share it with you so that if you want to go back and try to easily do stuff, because I'm trying to empower you so that you feel like you can do it in a way that you're saving money. I can
Mhm.
definitely do it for you. You could probably find people cheaper than me, and I will try to do my best to keep it low, but I know that I know that that money is a concern, right? So I want to help you as much as I can, and I
Mhm.
wouldn't charge you a lot of money compared to what I would other people, But
Yeah.
we can figure it out, like just on an hourly basis here and there, because I know
Mhm.
a lot of people are hiring VAs from the Philippines who are doing these things and they're charging like peanuts. uh,
Really?
yeah. So like,
Okay.
um, yeah, and I'm only telling you that because I know financially it's hard to swing the help, you know?
Well, I really want for storytellers to be able to stand up and generate revenue financially for me so I don't have to be doing all of these other things.
Exactly.
And
Well, and if
so
you were making a lot of money with storytellers, I would say that it's a no-brainer. I can help you do this and charge you.
yeah,
But I know right now that's not the case. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, how can we make it work
yeah,
where, you know, where it benefits both of us, but you're also not out of pocket all this money. Because even $100 is a lot of money right now, you know, and that's the
yeah.
truth. Like I realize that.
Well,
Well,
and I mean honestly, well, that's where I got to go now is to sign my taxes. But let's revisit. I'll play with what we've got. I'll promote the product page, um, and I'll start working on assets. But maybe we can reconnect again, like next week or something,
mhm.
um, and have a different game plan, and talk about money and time and stuff like that too. So, but I do have to run. It's 56. I have to be there at
All right, girl,
11.
go, 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 go. You know me,
Okay.
I'm all about it. Go early.
All
Bye.
right. Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.